Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you being here. Got a lot going on today. Today is Thursday the 20th, and yeah, I got some stuff I got to get done. So tomorrow we are having a live stream. We're going to cook fish on the back porch. We're going to cook stripers that we caught on our fishing trip, and we're going to make some Hatch green chili corn fritters. So I went golfing yesterday. Again, I golfed Tuesday and Wednesday. That was great. That's what retirement's all about. I did have my onions come in yesterday. I ordered onions for the winter garden, and they came in yesterday. So the goal is to get those in the ground today. I do have a friend that's going to take the excess onions that I have. So I would like to get mine in the ground and then be able to get the excess to him today. Let's do the green beans first, and then I'll come show you my onions. Sound like a deal? Yeah, let's do it. So the beans are about done. I keep thinking they're totally done, and I pick them off good, and then they start growing more out. And there's some on here that have got way too big. They're too thick and hardy. But I'm going to do one more pick on these. I will do that here in a little bit. Get off all the ones that I can find. And I think we might have some for dinner tonight. Some of them, like I said, are too big and probably won't be any good. Like those, I let those get a little bit. The beans are a little bit big, but we'll try them. So I'm going to get the beans picked off of here that I can, and then I will, like I said, I will take these out. I'm going to grow onions in this bed, in this raised bed, and actually I'm going to grow onions in this raised bed where the beans are at, and also I'm going to add some onions alongside of my garlic that is over here. The garlic's doing good. I will put a couple rows of onions, maybe 3 rows of onions in there to grow. I will put onions in this bed here as well. And I'm going to put onions in that bed. So I've got some work to do as far as prep goes. Um, it won't take too long. It's mainly just getting the shavings out of there and stockpiling them over here and weeding that out real quick, but it won't take that long to do. Let me show you the onions that I got. So I did get 3 kinds of onions. I got the red Creole onions, nice red onion, and then I got the early white onions, Texas early white, and then I got the 1015 Ys, the Texas super sweets. So these are nice. These get pretty big. Those are nice onions. They're all nice onions. You can see the quality of those. So Dixondale Farms has always been good about getting those things picked and getting them overnighted over to us. They set up shipping dates, so they know what orders they have, and then they go out, they get them harvested, they get them bundled, and then they get them shipped off. And I've always got them in really good shape. So I would recommend Dixondale Farms if you're looking for onions. These are short day onions because we live down here in the South during the winter. Our days are a lot shorter. Up north, it's colder up there, but your days are longer. So you grow a different onion. There's that. So the tomatoes are still doing really good. In fact, I got a couple I need to pick off of here. You see this guy right here needs to come. He'll come off. I got another one down in over there. I saw it somewhere a while ago. I got 2 or 3 of the big ones that I need to pick, and I'm starting to pick them when they're starting to blush like this. So this one is starting to blush. It can come off if I can get it off. So that's pretty much when I want to pick them because you can see it's starting to blush, but it's just starting to split on the top. And so by picking it, it's not going to split anymore. And that's just from the moisture that it's getting. I haven't watered for days. So here's one. See, it's starting to split down the side, which is fine. As it ripens out, you just cut that part off. It'll heal up some and just cut it off. You can't let it get too ripe. And then I got another one down in there. I'll get it in a minute. Plus I've got quite a few Juliets I saw over here that are ready to go. I just got to find them. They're in there. Get a better view over here. There's some up in there. If I can get my camera up, there we go. There's some up in there. There's several bunches around that I need to go in there. There's some more down in there. You can see those maybe. So we'll get those picked out. Go in and pick all the ripe ones out. And there's another batch. These are the ones we looked at the other day, a week or so ago, or later. Anyway, I've got several of them up in here that need to be picked out, so I'll get those picked. Nice batch over in there. So I'll get those picked. The okra has slowed down a little bit. That one got a little bit big right up there. There's another one there though that I will cut, that I will be able to keep. This one probably, that will be too grainy. That one will be good, so I'll cut it. I'll give it some more water as long as they keep growing. I'm not getting them in as big clumps as I was because of the temperatures, but they'll keep in the refrigerator for a few days, and they grow really fast. So when they do grow, I can harvest 3 or 4 and then keep them in the refrigerator a few days. When I get 6 or 8, then I got enough for a batch to cook. So. All right, so that's the garden part today. I need to get done. So I'm gonna pick the beans here in a few minutes. Go ahead and cut the throats on those, get those pulled out of the ground. And the bed's fixed up, ready to go. Get the onions in there. And it won't take real long to plant the onions once I get started and make my rows. And I'll kind of show you a little bit of that stuff here in a little bit, the way I plant them. And then, yeah, and then I've been getting ready this morning for the live stream that we're having tomorrow. Got the stove set up at a different angle, and we're going to be frying some fish and making some corn fritters tomorrow, Hatch green chili corn fritters. So, all right, guys, so I need to get to work. The tomatoes, I want to mention those right quick. We did a collaboration with Jeff with the Human for Calvin, the Boston Terrierist. Jeff made some pizza, and he made pizza with some green chili that we provided him. That when we did our meetup, he took home with him. Turned out really good. Looked awesome. Looked great. He said it was great. The only problem for myself and Todd is we didn't get to taste it. We could see it, couldn't smell it, but we could see it. We could hear it crunch. We could imagine the aromas and the flavors, but we didn't get to taste it. So we're going to build our own pizza using Jeff's recipe that he shared with us. And I want to use the tomatoes out of the garden, but it's going to be a couple weeks at least before we do the pizza thing because we've got Thanksgiving coming up. We got the fish fry tomorrow. Thanksgiving is coming up. I'm not certain what I'm doing the day after Thanksgiving. So it'll be sometime a week or two after that. We're going to make pizza. So I got the beans picked off of there, and I learned something this year that I'm going to do different when I plant in the spring. And I will probably use the same bed to plant in the spring. But look at along the fence, how sparse it is. And then as soon as I get above the fence where it's got really good airflow, see how thick it is? Yep. Plus they're growing back over, but it's a lot thicker up there because it's got the airflow through it. And so that's where the vast majority of the beans came from, was up here in this upper portion. So, and I keep seeing a bean here and there. So anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this same bed probably this spring after I amend it and get the onions out of it. But I'm going to move the trellis part that I have here fastened to the fence. I'm going to move it to the front of the raised bed. So I'll put it in the front, and then that way I'll be able to get in behind it. It will let a lot more airflow come through there, and I'll get a lot more beans down here on this lower part. All right, so let me show you the beans that I got today. I didn't see a whole lot up there at first glance, so the plan was I was going to pick a few and saute those in some butter with some with some bacon, I mean, and and let it go at that. But once I got up there and started picking beans, there were a lot of beans. So I picked what I could. I think I got the vast majority of them off of there, and now I'm going to terminate the plants. But let me show you what we got. So this is picking number 3. So picking number 3, we got another full pan of it. I've got several of them. I'm gonna have to call some of these out, but you can see like these here, they're getting ready. They're getting ready to turn, right? They're starting to turn. So we'll get those out of there. And some of these got way too big. So this bean's way too big. It'll be tough. So I'll call those out of there, a lot of those out of there. But we still got a lot of really good green beans in here. So I'll get these cleaned up a little bit later. I'm gonna go put them in the refrigerator right now in the garage, where they can start chilling out. And some of them are flat. They're done. So I'll just have to go through them. But 2/3 or more of these are going to be good beans. So I'll pick to those later. I need to get some onions in the ground. So just thought I would show you those before I put them in the fridge. So, all right. So it's later in the afternoon, and I got done pretty much what I wanted to get done today. Actually did a little bit more. I took the beans out. I said I was going to cut those off, but I went ahead and just go ahead and stripped them on off of the trellis, so I wouldn't have to do that later. And got the soil turned just a little bit. This is going to be some really nice nitrogen-rich soil right here with the beans growing in there. The nodes have been running all through this bed, but I need to add some soil to it. But beans, one thing about beans are really cool to plant is they're really good to eat. They produce well usually, and they put a lot of nitrogen in the soil. So they have this node system on the roots, all these nodes. So the plant actually takes nitrogen out of the atmosphere, takes it down to the root system, and these nodes turn it into a nitrogen that the plant can use. And when you pull the plants out, that nitrogen stays there, and as that stuff composts, that nitrogen will go back into the soil. So I think I'm going to add some more soil to that, get some garden soil and some black cow, and go ahead and amend that soil. And then I think I'll probably cover that with black plastic and just let that rest until spring. So let me show you the onions. I got the onions in over here in front of the garlic. So we've got those in there, planted in there. They're looking good. Those are the red Creole onions. In fact, there's one that I didn't get planted. Look. Should we plant it? I don't know where. Let's find a spot. How about right here? So just that simple. Just pinch it in. It's planted. There we go. All right. So after these things have a couple of weeks to root and get their root system going, then I will come in 2 or 3 weeks. And I'll come in and I'll spoon around them. I'll clear the dirt away from around the bulb, but not until they get rooted well. And then over here we got the whites, Texas early white onions on this side, and then the what are they? 2015s? No. Anyway, these are the big jumbo sweet onions over here. I think they're 2015s. I can't remember the number. Anyway, so you already saw the green beans, but here's the green beans again. They've been in the refrigerator. They'll probably be in there overnight. I'll try to get those blanched tomorrow. And then the garden, man, just keeps, tomato plants just keep giving us, gifting us with some good tomatoes. So, but anyway, I appreciate you guys coming. I really appreciate you guys watching. Hit the like button, comment, share. You can subscribe right here. And, yeah, I want you to know I really appreciate you guys a lot. So thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one. See ya.